Hello, Hebron Christian Academy. Okay, so exam time. Many of you are choosing to do an exam on paper, and that means we need to have a digital component that allows for read aloud for students with that accommodation. So I'm going to walk you through some steps. We're tweaking the way we do it just to add in an extra layer of exam security. So you are generally, most teachers doing it on paper are either working out of a PDF that came from like a test generator or a scan, or they're working from a Google Doc. And these steps are identical for both of these. Okay, so the first thing is you're going to actually locate the exam in your drive. So I'm in my drive, and so I can see I have my demo test. I want to click on the three dots so I can establish share permissions. So I'm going to go ahead and click on share, and I want to change it to Hebron Christian Academy. That way any student with a Hebron student account, anyone with a Hebron student account or Hebron Lions account will have access to this. I don't need to go down to the individual student. This should be sufficient. I'm going to change it to Hebron Christian Academy, has viewer rights. I'm going to copy that link and I'm going to hit done. Now I'm going to go ahead and hop into the hub. All right, when I'm in the hub, I like to actually start from the assignment center because I have all of my classes in one place. I'm going to create an assignment. And so I'm going to title this Read Aloud version of exam. And then I'm going to give the students the instructions of use the link and your read and write extension for the read aloud accommodation. All right, I don't need to denote an assignment type. I do not want to add this to the gradebook, but this is where I need to put that link. Okay, that share link that I copied. So I'm going to paste that in here, and I'm just going to say this is the read aloud version exam. All right, this is going to be a paper submission. They are not turning anything into the hub. You will still provide enrichment with a physical copy of the exam. This just allows for them to have access to the read aloud. So they will complete everything on paper, but they have the digital access for that read aloud accommodation. All right, so all of my other settings should be fine. Now I have to come in here and look at all of my classes, and do I have students that have read aloud? Well, for me, I'm just going to select all of them because I know I have students in all of these classes that have a read aloud accommodation. And so after I select all of them, I want to go into bulk edit select because I want to say, all right, my test is on the 18th using the enrichment calendar. It starts at 7:50 a.m. It ends on the 18th, and I always like to go a few minutes after, so I'm going to say 10:30 a.m. Now, this is the key. Ordinarily, whenever I do training on assignments in the hub, I say always publish now. This is not the case. We do not want this to publish until the 18th at 7:50 a.m. So I want to change this to the assigned date. That means it will not even be visible. It's visible to me as the teacher, but it will not be visible to students until 7:50 a.m. on 12/18. Okay, so I'm going to apply that. I like it because it applies to all of them, and all of my enrichment students are going to be taking it on the same date and time. Okay, now I'm going to change one more thing. I don't need every student getting access to the read aloud. So instead of assigning it to a full section, I'm going to assign it to selected students. And so I'll go down, I'll say, okay, here are the 2 students that need it, and I will select them. I'll go into my next class, okay, who are the students that need it? I'll select that. And so you can see it's assigning to 2 students, to 1 student, okay? If I have a section that maybe I don't have any students that need it, okay, I'm going to pretend third period doesn't. I just uncheck third period, okay? There's nobody in third period that needs read aloud. And you know what? There's nobody in fifth period that needs read aloud. Now all I have to do is save that. And on the 18th or whatever day your exam is, at the designated time at 7:50 a.m., this will appear in the assignment center for those students that you assigned it to. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cancel because I don't want this actually going to students. Now I'm going to go back to my drive when the test is over. Okay, so at 10:30, 10:45, I'm going to come back to my file and I'm going to change that share permission back to restricted and hit done. Now the student had access to it for the read aloud purposes, but now that the test is done, I've changed the share permission. So even though they have the link, they can't access it anymore because the exam is over. All right, so those are the same steps you're going to do even if you have a Google Doc, okay? Is you're going to share it to Hebron Christian Academy. You're going to put that link into an assignment in the assignment center, but you're going to publish it on the assign date and only publish it and assign it to certain students. So you are going to have to hit that pencil icon. All right, I hope this helps you prepare for that read aloud accommodation.